I printed my father's name in the program as a guest. My dad left when I was 7. Just packed a bag one Tuesday and moved 4 states away with a woman named Carol. After that, it was a birthday card maybe every other year, sometimes a phone call on Christmas where he'd talk for 6 minutes and then say he had to go. My mom raised me on a nurse's salary and never once said a bad word about him, which honestly made it worse because it meant I had to figure out on my own what kind of man he was. He found out I was engaged through Facebook. I hadn't told him. He called me that same night, first time in probably 2 years, and he was so warm it made my skin crawl. My little girl, getting married, I can't wait to walk you down that aisle. I didn't say anything for a second, then I said I already asked Uncle Dave. Silence. Uncle Dave is my mom's brother. He's the one who taught me to drive, who showed up to every recital, who cried when I got into nursing school. He's the reason I know what a dad is supposed to be. That's ridiculous, my father said. I'm your father. What are people going to think? There it was. What people would think. That's the only thing that ever moved him. I told him he was welcome to come to the wedding. As a guest. He got quiet and said he'd think about whether he could make it, like he was doing me a favor. He came. I did the programs myself. Sat at my kitchen table at 11 p.m., printing them on cardstock I bought at Michael's. Under the wedding party I listed Uncle Dave as the man giving me away. And down in the guest acknowledgements, in the same size font as everyone else, I typed my father's full name. Just his name. No title. No father of the bride. I honestly didn't think he'd read it that closely. He read it that closely. At the reception he found me near the cake table. He had a program folded in his hand and his face was doing that thing where he smiles but his eyes are furious. You embarrassed me, he said real low. Everybody at my table asked why Dave walked you down. Carol's sister asked if I was your stepfather. I didn't do that to you, I said. I just wrote down what's true. I am your father. You're on the guest list, I said. That's what you've always been. A guest. You show up when it's convenient and you leave when it's not. He laughed, this ugly little laugh, and leaned in. You want to talk about showing up? I flew here. I bought a plane ticket. Do you have any idea what these last few days cost me? And that's the thing nobody at that wedding knew except me. Because 2 weeks earlier, my father had called me, not to congratulate me. He'd called to ask if I could help him out with the trip, because Carol had lost her job and money was tight, and surely the bride could cover her own father's flight and hotel. I'd said no. He'd gone quiet and said, after everything I've done for you, I couldn't even think of one thing to name. So standing there by the cake, I looked at him holding that program like it was evidence against me, and I finally understood why he'd come at all. Carol's family is churchy and traditional, and they'd been asking about his daughter's wedding for months. He needed to be seen walking me down that aisle. He needed the photo. He needed the title in print so he could show it to people who already thought he was a good man. And I'd handed him a program that told the truth in a font nobody could argue with. You didn't do anything for me, I said. My mother did. Dave did. You mailed cards. I'm still your dad. You're a name in the back of the program, I said. That's the most honest you've ever been on paper. He set the program down on the table, real careful, like he wanted me to see him not throwing it. I'm leaving, he said. There's cake. I said, take a slice. You paid for the flight. He hasn't called since, and the only picture of him from that day is one of the candids, standing at the back, exactly where I put him.